Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing can I get rid of that? Never mind. Sorry, did you see like a little outline of a square? Just try to ignore it. But everyone, I'm going to be reviewing Amphibia Season 2 Episode 19. This is the first half called The Dinner, and later tonight I'm going to be doing the second half called Battle of the Bands. Unfortunately, I don't have a clip for the dinner, but I do have a clip for Battle of the Bands, which is cool. This is the last episode before the season finale, season 2, and I have a good idea what I want to do for season 3. Like, for like the rest of this week, I want to do, I plan on doing my season finale on Friday for Amphibia Season 2, my review on that. Saturday is like when I want to see in Season 3, and then Sunday is like the Season 3 trailer reaction review. Not Season 3A, because it's not like a Season 3B trailer really that's like available. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it Season 3. That's gonna be on Sunday. Monday's gonna be my monthly review, a day after the first day of May, which will be May 2nd. And then from there, because I'll be done with school, I'm almost done with my semester, and I'll basically be home after the season finale. When I want to see in season 3, I'll be home. So from there all the way to like August, I'll be home. I'll obviously be doing like my summer courses like in July, but throughout May, every day I'm going to be doing like a review, and I'm going to stick to Amphibia because May is like the final month of Amphibia content, of like that's going to be premiering like on the TV with like cable and stuff like that. So yeah, May's the final month, so I'm not going to take a break. And where it premieres on TV, the series finale or the season 3 finale, like they're above the same thing. That's not when I'm going to do my review because I'll still be a little bit behind, but the weekend after that, that's when I'll be doing mine. So it's very close. I didn't think it was going to get here, but we're almost done with season 2, and I'm going to not power through season 3, but like every day is going to be a review. Every day is going to be a review. So, yep. I just wanted to, say that like right out of the gate. My plan is to do the season 2 finale on Friday. There might be a chance to be able to do it maybe Wednesday or Thursday, but that's just wishful thinking. Definitely not Tuesday. Definitely not Tuesday. I'm only saying Wednesday because that's my final day of my drawing class. I'm saying Thursday because that's the final day of any of my classes. Is Thursday. That's like the final day, so it's kind of like a celebrate day. So I might do Thursday, but who knows? But yeah, we're nearing the end of season 2. I have a plan to do season 3 through like the first few weeks of May. So like the first like what 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So I only have like a week, 2 weeks to. I think it'll be a good time to get into Secrets of Sulphur Springs, because I think I can knock out like, yeah, because I've had 2 weeks of May left. I think I can get 1 week of May just focusing on that show, season 2, because there's only like 8 episodes. So like a week and like 1 day of the following week, I can get that out of the way, and maybe do some Big City Greens probably. But again, I'm not sure. That'll be like in my monthly update for like May of what I'm gonna be doing. Obviously, Amphibia is gonna be number 1 because I gotta finish it. And without further ado, let's get on with Amphibia Season 2, Episode 19A, called The Dinner. And first things first, we actually see Anne and Marcy set up plates. Oh, because they're setting up for like the dinner, basically. And then Anne's basically recaps what happened to the Third Temple. We recharged all 3 stones. Tomorrow we're going to meet the king back in Utopia. Sasha is turning over a new leaf. Everything's going great. And you see Hop Hop just grilling burgers and chicken. and like Frobo has a grill, which is kind of funny. And then he says something just interesting. He said, "Okay, Sasha's coming. Okay, I get it. These old friends. You want to make up. Why did you invite Grime? I guess Grime's coming to dinner." And then Anne's like, Sasha trusts Grime, and if she trusts him, he's okay with us. And then Spring's like, why do we want to trust her? Like, and then, like, Polly's like, yeah, she tried to off us. Technically, this is only by technication, but I think they're trying to do the whole, if you try to kill one of the planters, you're trying to kill all of us, because Grime only tried to kill Hop Hop, Sasha only tried to kill Sprig, and Polly was shoved, and this all happened in Reunion. Obviously, the tower collapsing would have killed all of them, but that wasn't Sasha's fault, that was Wally's. But again, I think they're playing the whole trope of, if you try to kill one family members, you're trying to kill all the family members. It happened before. It's not the best thing in the world, but I'll take it. It's fine. So Polly's like, she tried to off us. Technically, no, but whatever. And then, Marcy's like, well, Sasha never tried to kill anyone back home. And Sprig's like, do you actually know that for sure? Like, do you know that? And then Anne's like, come on, Sprig, can you please be on your best behavior? And, like, we want to get, like, this, like, reconnection better, this reunion, like a second chance of a reunion. We want it to go well. And, and she had to say something good, that Marcy and I changed so much in Amphibia. We think Sasha's changing too. By what, Anne probably doesn't know, but what account is Marcy changing? I really hope Marcy doesn't turn into a villain, but I think I said this back in, was it the sleepover to end all sleepovers? It was like the mid-season finale of season 2. Sasha on Day at Aquarium, but mostly in the first half. I said, like, when Marcy, like, had the, like, the moth that showed, like, the teeth in the reflection of Marcy saying that, oh, evil spirits can be, like, summoned. She did, like, evil laugh. I'm thinking, I don't want Marcy to turn into a villain, but if she must, I want her to turn into, like, a Skeletor type of villain, which, that'd be pretty funny, because you say, hey, He-Man, I just would love that. And her just to play jokes and games, like, if Anne would be the quote-unquote He-Man, or She-Ra, I guess you can say. I think that'd be pretty funny. But yeah, I'm not sure if Marcy's gonna turn into a villain. Just things are hinting, like, what does she know? The proposition with the king. Is Marcy evil? Is she actually been deceiving us? Are all the audience like pawns of her gigantic chessboard? Who knows? Or flipboard, I guess I should say. But again, and it's like, oh, maybe Sasha's turning over a new leaf, because we think so. We actually get to, I guess, Felicia is renting out a room in her tea shop for, like, Sasha and Grime. Well, I think, like, 2 rooms. And then Sasha's like, I haven't changed, back in the third temple. But she made that look, so who knows. And Grime's like, he's putting on, like, a suit and, like, a cape. He looks really nice. But Sasha just wore her armor. Because later you see Anne and Marcy get, like, dressed up. I wish Sasha would have, I don't want to hear any excuses. Like, there's a person that Anne went to in Girl Time that changed her outfit. You could have gotten your outfit changed here. So, no excuses. Oh yeah, you can't even say, like, oh, we're on the run, because Grime changed, so, into, like, a suit, so it's fine. So, Sasha, no excuse. Yeah, that's my first complaint. Sasha, what are you doing? But Grime's like, sorry, I'm losing, like, track of what I'm talking about. But Grime's like, hey, I know you haven't changed, but your friends need to think you have, because they're the key to getting into Newtopia. Because if your enemies, how are we supposed to get in? And then I love how Anne says to Sprig, please be on your best behavior. Grime has to say to Sasha, which makes sense, because like, Grime's like the father figure / uncle / mentor type of dude. And then Sasha's like, Grimesy, I'll be graceful, polite, and all that stuff. And then Grime's like, just watch your temper. And then he's like, oh, what temper? Okay, fine. It's like, can you please remove the sword? And she's like, okay, good point. And the hidden daggers. And he's just like, what if I need them? Kind of like talking to like a dad. It's pretty fun. We don't know anything about her home life, except that her parents are probably rich, because I mean, I'm not rich. I have a pool in my house, but so because everyone kind of treats Sasha as like the queen bee at the school, and she's like, oh, you'd be so jealous that you're back in Reunion. Oh, Maggie, you'd be so left out when all my classmates would be at the pool and you're not. And that must be some pool if that was able to, like, let Maggie let go of that food that was meant for Anne, but Maggie took it. I was like, what type of pool is that? Do they have a water slide or something? A water slide? Who knows? But anyway, so we don't know anything about her home life. But why am I talking about that? But Grimes kind of like acting like her parental figure, sort of. And Grimes kind of gives a look, and then she's like, oh, fine. She just takes out all the hidden daggers, and he's like, all of them, and then she takes her boot off, and then she just dumps it, and I just found it so funny. I didn't even complain about why isn't Sasha like bleeding, like her foot out and stuff like that. I just found it so funny because Grimes like, how did you even walk? And then it just cuts away from it. I just found it so funny. I don't care that it doesn't make any sense. If you can do that, I'll be fine, and we'll be able to like pass it by if you can do that. But if you don't, and it's kind of dumb and it's sort of funny, then I'm gonna complain about it. Like, how did that happen? But but it was kind of funny. I mean, this was really funny, but I mean, and then you basically they're getting ready. Polly has her fancy bow. Sprig's hair is sleek, and he's wearing his suit. Hop Hop's wearing his suit, and wearing something really nice. Marcy's wearing something really nice. I wish I can show it. But but basically, they're getting like the stuff ready, and it's like, okay, they're here, but please relax. This isn't the same Sasha that tried to kill you. Take over Amphibia. It wasn't the whole thing of Amphibia. It was just Toe Tower, Frog Valley, but whatever. I guess Anne must think that after Frog Valley, she would have taken over the whole planet. And she opens it. Grime and Sasha just look so scary. Hop Hop, Spring just takes off his slingshot, and Polly's like, take Hop Hop, he's old. Polly, why? I didn't like that. Polly, why? And it ends like, like, come on, guys. And it's like, oh, how's it hanging? Like, how? Like, and Grimes like brings his cake. What's this? And he's like, I baked a full cake now and needs a few more hours to rise, but then it will be a chocolate explosion of goodness. I'm like, dang, that cake looks good. I was like, okay, volcano, that's pretty funny. And even he says, there's a lot of what would you say, prejudice, like conversations happen in this episode, because he's like, oh, your house is suitable for habitation. Wow, you couldn't even say it was like nice. Oh, it's suitable. Okay, thank you. And basically Sasha's like, oh, hey girls, it looks like we're finally back together again. And they're all hugging, and Polly's like, I agree. Yes, Polly, it's true. She's like, human celebrations are really loud. Yes, we are really loud. And it's like, oh, we're all having then to go outside. They're serving dinner and stuff like that. Sasha is about to sit next to, I forgot, it was Anne or Marcy. I forgot. But then she sits on something squishy. Because she wasn't looking at the chair, so it kind of makes sense why she sat down anyway. Sprig is just sitting there with the big old eyes. Sorry, this seat's taken. Oh, jeez, Sprig. And then she's like, hey, like move, like, come on. And then Grimes like, like, be nice. And then Sasha like this little jerk. Sprig is being a little bit of a jerk, but it happens later in the episode where I'm kind of like, come on, like, this is getting ridiculous. But they're both like coughing, so and then Hop Hop's like, anyone want a cough drop? Because that's the classic, like, that's the classic thing in movies. Anyone want a cough drop? And then Sasha's like, okay, fine, whatever. She just sits across from Anne and Marcy, which you usually want to do when you're sitting like at a table or a restaurant. Because if you sit next to them, obviously you can't see them, but it's better to have the full frontal view. So better conversation, better voice recognition. I think it's better. So Sprig kind of did Sasha a favor without doing her a favor, which is funny. And basically they're eating, and then like and Graham's like, oh, these vegetables are really fresh. What frogs do you export to grow these? And then Sprig's like, hey, like, do you mind of how you like how you talking? These we're frogs. And Graham's like, oh yeah, of course. Like, how did Graham forget? Come on, they're full of frogs. And then and then and Sasha's like, but besides what Grimes said, these vegetables are really good. Like this produce, and then Polly's like, oh, had to hand to Hop Hop. He knows his way around the kitchen. That's gross. Because remember from season 1A at the Hop Luck, he just made all this disgusting food. That's making good food. That's pretty cool. I think maybe Anne just taught him things like off screen. And then, or maybe he learned on his own. Who knows? And basically, what was it? I guess maybe Sasha wearing the armor, but Marcy could have talked about it. Oh, the armor that you were wearing in the third temple, so she didn't have to wear the armor here. But Marcy's like, oh, that armor you're wearing, Sasha, it looks so cool. And Sasha's like, yeah, no, right, better than the medieval play that we were doing. And what was it? What was it? And then like, you know, Anne's like, oh yeah, that was like a pretty bad play. And then Sasha's like, hey, remember when I would convince you to sneak out after practice, sneak out during practice, and then we would have a party on the roof. And oh yeah, it was the biggest party ever. And Sasha's like, they're all having a good time, but Sasha says, why did we stop doing those? And like, you know, Marcy's like, well, when we got caught, and took the blame for all three of us and said it was her idea. And then Anne's like, I was grounded for like a month. I was grounded for like a month. And then Sasha's like, oh yeah, like I forgot about that. So Sasha's kind of feeling bad. Sasha, like, come on. But, you know, it's not that simple. If you guys don't know, if you start like rebelling, it's like not easy to get out of it. Like I don't know if you guys ever been in one, but it's not easy. Like I haven't been in one personally, but every show I've seen or movie that does a rebellion, it's not good to get out of it. So, sorry. You see, Sasha snap out of it. It's not that easy, guys. It's not that easy. But they're kind of being all silent and stuff, and then like, you know, oh well, I forgot. Sorry. They were silent for like a little bit, and then what was it? And then Anne's like, oh, it's past is the past. We're all different people now. And Spring's like, or are we? And Crime and Sasha kind of give him a look like, dude, come on. And Hop Pop's like, hey, anyone want to hear a joke? And Anne's like, oh my goodness, no. And then Hop Pop's like, I didn't like this. It was Hop Pop. Why? It's like when Grimes said, oh, what frogs do you use to export for produce? And he forgot like they were frogs. Like, come on. Hop Pop's like, how many toes does it? What was he saying? How many toes does it take to screw in what was it, like a mushroom light bulb? And then they're kind of like, no, dude, no. And then Grimes like, how many? And then Grimes like, I'm not Grimes, Hop Pop's like, none. They prefer utter darkness and the smell of blood. But remember when we went to Toad Tower, the first time we saw it, it was all darkness. It was very bleak, damp. There was like small patches of water everywhere. Like, and then I love it. Like, at the you zoom out, you see these tiny dots, kind of like a big old silence. And even Anne like drops her fork, like, what the heck? And you see Grant's about to like, attack him, but he just slaps him in the back. Like, oh, a good one, small frog. Like, you know, it's true. But it is kind of true. They have torches, but you know, it's kind of true. But like, you know, they're kind of having like a laugh and stuff like that, and what was it? They're kind of talking and stuff, and then more. I forgot if like more words were said, but Hoppa's like, "Hey, anyone want to do Drossadoodle?" And Grime, why did you have to smash the table? He's like, "I love Drossadoodle," and like, he just like, all the food goes everywhere. Grime, why? You could have just said, "I love Drossadoodle," like, and he like roars really loudly, and like maybe goes to the rest of the town, and he's like, "What the heck was that?" Like, that would have been funny. Like, don't smash the table. They go inside and they're basically doing like Drossadoodle and stuff like that. And then what was it? Grime's turn basically. He draws something. It's like, I don't know, these potato things. What the heck is that? Is the answer potato? And then they're kind of guessing stuff, and then, you know, Marcy's like, hey Anne, do you know what that reminds you of? Well, no, sorry. Sasha says, hey, do you know what reminds me of? Like, they kind of talk over each other. It was kind of weird. It's like, oh, it reminds me of this thing. And Anne's like, And Marcy's like, oh, the ant queen and her hive. And then, like, Sasha's like, oh, ant queen? And he's like, oh, you have to be there. Sasha's like, do you want to tell me? I felt so bad for Sasha. And Hop Pop knew the answer. I don't know the whole thing, but he's like the the pill bug revolution and the war 48. I probably said it totally wrong, but Grimes said, yeah, it was exactly right. But Hop Pop's knowledgeable. Even Grimes says, oh, for a frog, you're smart. And Hop Pop's like, thanks. I guess it's my turn. But this is the thing, like the what would you call it, what was it called? The prejudice, right? Where the newts are the smart ones, the toads are the strong ones, and the frogs are the heartfelt, the touchy, lovey ones, basically the weak ones, quote unquote. But that's not true. Hop Pop's very smart. He's very smart. And basically, and Hop Pop's like drew like a little snake with like a little tear, and they're like kind of like, and then and Sasha's like, she's been around Amphibia also, probably read some books. We haven't really seen the books, but she probably read some. And then Sasha's like, oh, hey, is that a weeping dirt snake? And Spring's like, oh, that doesn't even look like a weeping dirt snake. Like, bad guess. He's like slapping Grimes' tummy. Don't do that, Spring. And then Sasha kind of gives a look like, oh, jeez, dude. Excuse me. And then, and then Hop Pop's like, oh, did someone say weeping dirt snake? Because that's correct. But I guess it's not exactly what it looks like, because why would Sprig say that? And then I love Sasha right here. He's like, yeah, in your face, you like a little twerp. He's like, yeah, Sprig, come on, gotta calm down. And always Sprig like sinks in the chair. And then Anne's like, Sasha, like, take it easy. And then Sasha's like, fine, whatever. It's my turn. And she zooms in on Sprig because I got it right. You did get it right, Sasha. You get bragging rights. And then she draws like a little thing. It kind of looked like a house. It kind of looked like a tree. I wasn't sure when she drew it. And they're kind of like, and she's, this is where I was kind of drawing the line. Because, there's like, because Polly's like, oh, it's Toad Tower. You guys were there, remember? And Grandma's getting a little bit upset. And Love Anne's like, guys, like, cut it out. And they're like, oh yeah, that's where Sasha was about to plummet to her death. And then Anne chose us over Sasha. And Sasha let go of Anne's hand. Remember when Sasha was about to die? Remember that, Sasha? Okay, they didn't do that last part. Remember that, Sasha. I'm over-exaggerating. But, yeah, we toppled the Toad Army. And I'm like, I was kind of drawing the line because I'm like, oh my goodness. And, Sasha, like, gets the draws into a board, threw it, and then, poof, it breaks. Sasha, you didn't have to do that. I understand, but you didn't have to do that. And it's like, Sasha, what are you doing? What am I doing? Your frog family's ganging up on me. They're all backing up nervously. Oh my god, Sasha's gonna kill us again. But, and maybe Anne's being, like, naive, but just like, oh, they're doing their best since you did try to kill them. Again, when you try to kill one of the family members, you're trying to kill all of them. Because Polly was not about to die by the hands of the Toad Army. But, besides that, and they're like, and then Sasha's like, one time, we're trying to kill them one time. But that's still bad. And you see the volcano, like, poofing up, like, in the background. I was like, oh my goodness, it's getting really tall. And then Anne's like, Sasha, I thought we could have a fresh start. I thought you said you changed. And then Sasha makes, it's not really good, but it's part of Sasha's character, and it's important that even with a bad person, if you don't want to change, you can't force it. Unless it's, like, very, like, dangerous and you have to take care of it. But then Sasha's like, hey, maybe I don't want to change. Do you ever think of that, or are you too busy riding your high horse? And it's kind of like riding like a high horse. Like, she has Marcy back. She has Sasha like a little bit back. She has like a frog family now. She's about to go home. Like, she won the town of Wartwood. Even Mayor Toadstool is getting on her side. Everything's going like up and up for her. But Sasha, not really. Because Sasha's like suffering like through guilt, and Marcy, I don't know what she's feeling. Marcy, what are your secrets? But and then a little Polly's like, what's a horse? And Sprig's like, I don't know. And I actually like how Polly asked Sprig, because Sprig is like the older brother. Maybe he might know, but he didn't know. And then like and they're both kind of angry, and this is kind of interesting with Marcy. She's like, hey guys, this is crazy. We're friends. We don't split up. And she's kind of being like the mediator, not really like taking a side, which is kind of interesting for Marcy. What do you know? Are you part of this toxic relationship? Did you start this? Did you cause this? Probably not, but maybe, I don't know. And Graham's like, I totally agree. What was it, Marsha? I was like, no, Grime. Sasha said her name was Marcy back in Barrel's Warhammer. How could you forget? But whatever. And then Grant's like, this friendship is crucial, very important. And then Sasha's like, oh yeah? And you see the cake getting taller? And then Sprague's like, oh yeah, the cake! And then, poof, the planter family roof is like, the house is like, poof, blows up. And then Grant's like, dessert, yummy! I'm like, oh my goodness. When he said that, I was like, is this some sort of toad cake? And it's like, I like hot chocolate, but this is getting ridiculous because lava's spewing out of the cake. It looks really good. And then Hoppa's like, was this your plan all along? Bring your cake into our house, act nice, and then you can blow up our house? And then Sprague's like, it's revenge for Toad Tower. And Paul's like, because we brought the sucker down. And then Grant's like, wait, what? The volcano is a Toad favorite. Like, every feast ends with like a delicious Toad battle. Like that when this dessert happens. Like Grime did this. I have a bit of muscle. And then Toad's like, I'm not Toad. Grime's like, do frogs not do that? I guess they don't really like talk about like frogs if Grime didn't know that. And then they're like, no. And then Grime's like, oh, don't worry, it's delicious. If you survive the hornets, and Marcy's like, wait, what? And these hornets come out. Oh, don't worry, we can beat them. You just have to watch out for the stingers. They cause, poof, he falls to the ground. Poor Alice. And then they're like, oh my goodness. And then the frog family is being like in danger. Sasha tries to pierce the beast. She had like one hidden dagger left in her hair she had to undo her ponytail. Her hair's down. Oh, it looks nice. And she's like, psh, and it's like, oh dang, dang. And it's like, oh, we can't just pierce their armor. And then hey, but look at this. Hey, Marcy, you still have your crossbow. It's only always. So I guess she had it under her dress. And it's like, oh, brilliant idea, Anne. Because Anne's thinking maybe if our what was it? Our daggers and stuff like that can't pierce shells. Their own stingers can. Sasha, get them mad at you. I can do that. Okay, that's great. And then Sasha's attacking them. It gets them angry. It shoots. Sasha deflects it. Marcy gets the stingers, stings all of them to do one final blow. And then all the hot chocolate lava turns into solid chocolate now, so it's good. And then Grime's like, did I miss the entire battle? I feel bad for Grime. Oh, you missed the battle. And then, yeah, you did. And then Paul's like, Hop Pop's like, what do we do now? And Grime's like, dessert. And then he's eating the wasp, and they're all eating the wasp. Oh, we can all taste the battle. And Hop Pop's like, where are we gonna live? Oh wait, I'm sorry. Before that, what was it? Marcy hugged and Sasha. Oh, teamwork, baby. Everything's good. Right? And then Sasha's like, Anne, I'm sorry, I lost my cool there. I know you want me to change, but I don't think I can. I like who I am. That's bad, but again, you can't force people to change who you want them to change. And Anne's like, because Anne doesn't really know how to respond to that. And I was like, Anne, what are you gonna do? And then Anne's kind of thinking, maybe you can change, but maybe you should accept that I have changed. I'm not the little girl you can push around anymore. And then Sasha's like, oh, that's not a problem though. Hey, what happened to the little girl who always needed my protection? And then she's like, oh, she's still in here, Sasha, but just a little less protecting. Can this work out? And Sasha, she did say a good thing. I think we can give it a shot. And they all give a hug. And Sprague's like, I guess I'll allow it. And Paul's like, yeah, sure, Sprague. Yeah, sure. You're in charge. Sure. And then, that's when Grime woke up. And then the whole Hop's like, where are we going to live? Because the house is blown up. And that's the end of the episode. The first segment. I would give this a... Let me see. Trying to think. 95. Let's see. 95. Hmm. $95, $90, $85. Wait a minute. 95, 90, 85, 80, 75. Hmm. 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 75. This was a C plus. It was a good episode. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't great. It was good. There's like a lot of the jokes, like and stuff, like with Grime and Hop Hop, and like there was that time where and the planters also ganging up on Sasha. I didn't really like that either. But again, it was a good episode. It wasn't bad. It was better than okay. It was good. C plus. 75. And everyone, that was my review of Amphibia Season 2, Episode 19A called The Dinner. And later today I'll be doing the second half called Battle of the Bands. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys later today for, again, like I said before, I don't know what I said earlier, the second half of episode 19 called Battle of the Bands. And that will have a clip. Okay? See you later. Bye.